Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Sunday afternoon, and where else would you rather be than right here on 302 Sports watching some Goldey Beacom college basketball. This one's going to be a women's matchup between the Molloy Lions coming down from New York, taking on the Goldey Beacom Lightning, of course. Both teams coming in with a record of 1-2, and joining me in this one is my co-anchor for the day, Caitlin Ferry, fresh off of that national anthem. How you doing, Kate? Doing well here. Just pull that a little closer to your mouth. You'll be good to go. All right. Yeah, so like we talked about, 1-2, both teams coming in. The home opener here for Goldey Beacom. And it's looking good for them. They're coming off a great season last year, Kate. And we're going to actually step aside for a second and listen in to these starting lineups. Never mind. We are not going to step in and listen to the song. We're going to watch as it goes down, though. But Kate, 1-2 record to start the season here for Goldey Beacom. They lost to Lemoyne in the first game of the year, and then they come back with a win over Southern New Hampshire before losing to Shepherd on Tuesday. This is a team here that has a lot of returning players on it here, Kate, and a couple people to look out for. Number 3, Tanner Turner-Rush. And Mara Polk, Brittany Bryson, double-double machine, Kate. So definitely got to keep an eye out for her. But, you know, it should be good. We're about ready to go for tip here, Kate. And the men, of course, they dropped their home opener last night, 81-68. You were here for that game. Pretty intense matchup in that one, wasn't it?
It was. And I hope the girls, since it's their first home game, they could come out with a bang today.
Without a doubt. Goldey Beacom today, it's their home opener. It's one of 12 home games this year for the Lightning. Last season, 17-12 for Goldey, 13-6 in conference. The most overall in league wins during a 4-year career for head coach Beth Ann Burke. And as a program, went to the league tournament for the 7th time in the last 8 years. Against Molloy, Kate, it hasn't been good. They only faced them twice. Molloy getting the better of Goldey in both of those matchups. So we're all set to get underway here. It's going to be Tanner Turner-Rush jumping it up there, and she just concedes that tip to Marthy Gourand. So we're underway. A brand new season of Goldey Beacom basketball. And coming out right now, Goldey Beacom playing man-to-man. I guess you'd say woman-to-woman, maybe. There's a foul right there. It's going to go on Mara Polk, the sophomore. She's from Spain. That's one thing you look at this roster, Kate. There's a lot of foreign influence here.
Yes, very true.
Of course.
Oh, and she puts up a 3. Oh.
That was
not
number.
make that one. That was number 10,
Melody Pritchard. But you look at it. I mean, Margarita Giubelli from Italy, Mara Polk from Spain. Ruth Fernandez, who's got the ball right now. She's also from Spain. And then a newcomer, Chiara Jezelbach from Germany, number 22. So here we go.
Let's see if they can make this one.
Polk for 3. That goes off. That's a good box out right there by Gabriela Espuru. And Tanner Turner-Rush picks up the foul. Little different in the women's game, 4 10-minute quarters as opposed to the men's game, which you saw last night, was 2 20-minute halves.
Looks like they got some good matchup on the court right now.
Man-to-man once again for Goldey Beacom. Something they were very good at last year.
And she made that one, and that is what's her number? She's number 10. That is Melanie Pritchard, the one we were just talking about. A nice layup.
Pritchard, a freshman out of North Carolina, Knightdale. Oh, nice move there by Ruth. They gives it to Tanner Turner-Rush. That's something she was big with last season, 3-point shot. That one doesn't go. Ruth Fernandez for 3.
That one doesn't go either.
Bank is not open on Sunday. That one falls short. And here comes Molloy. Going right to the rim there was number 1, Ignacince Grady. There's quite some names here, Kate, on these rosters. There goes McGrogan to the rim, and that bucket is good.
What's up, too?
Amanda McGrogan starting off her sophomore year with an easy layup right there. She played in 29 games last year, started in 27 of them. She's going to have a bigger role this year as a sophomore.
I think that was the first basket they had in the lane.
So here they come once again, the Lightning dribbling the ball up. This is Mara Polk. She knifes into the lane, throws up a shot, no good. And Molloy will come down with the ball.
Got a little fast break going on here.
The old reverse layup's no good. Nice defense right there by Marissa Howard. And once again, Goldie's going to bring the ball down. So far, good defensive play from both teams. And both teams kind of in a rut offensively. There's McGrogan, gives it to Howard. She's going to take the three-point shot. It's off the back rim, no good.
Oh.
Ruth
Rebound.
Fernandez. Over to Mara Polk, and Amanda McGrogan will reset the offense with a fresh shot clock. Polk over to Howard. Nice motion, man-to-man defense from Molloy. Marissa picks up her dribble. That's always a dangerous spot to do so. Amanda McGrogan gets it set. 8 seconds on the shot clock. McGrogan drives the lane, and she'll be fouled, and she'll get herself to the line for 2 shots, Kate.
Foul shots are like 3 points. You got to make them.
You're exactly right. Whenever you get an opportunity, you got to put these in the basket. That's something that the men's team didn't do much of in the first half last night, was get to the line. So McGrogan, first one is up and
First
good.
one's good.
Checking into the game is Brittany Bryson. She's the walking double-double that we talked about in the pregame. This season, 11 points and about 7 rebounds per in the first 3 games of the season.
Go for a second shot, and that one's no good.
Here comes Molloy. This is Michaela Hernandez. She gives it over to Espuru.
Oh.
Nice job by Amanda, and that's going to be a charge. Without a doubt, that's just good positioning on the floor there. And Martha Guran just had no idea that Amanda was there. This is great defense.
She had to have her feet set. She had her feet set, so that's the reason she got charged.
Without a doubt. So here comes Mara Polk bringing the ball up. Gives it to Tanner Turner-Rush. Gives it back to Polk. Bryson's got good position inside.
She's
Get
gonna
it
put it
to
up
Tanner
from the three.
Turner-Rush for 3, and it's good. That's something that we're very used to seeing from Tanner Turner-Rush last season. She's a knockdown three-point shooter, Kate. So Molloy gets set. That's a nice little drive there. Brittany coming over, but a nice finish right there. Nice finish from Michaela Hernandez. Not much you can do there as a defender there. Brittany was in good position. Tanner Turner-Rush going to try a 2 for the money. That one's off the front rim, no good. There's the pressure.
Oop, and the ball's
and
out.
It's a turnover, yeah. Something that last year we saw from Goldey Beacom a lot was the pressure, the ball pressure on the ball. I mean, they like to press every now and then after made baskets, Kate, so this could be something
that gets the other team rattled up a lot.
Yes.
A lot of teams don't like playing press.
No, and it's something that we should keep an eye on as this game goes on.
Oh. Almost went backcourt on that one.
Almost. Either way, Tanner Turner-Rush gets it to Brittany Bryson. Brittany eyeing up the defender.
She's gonna take
Nice
it
move with the fadeaway jumper. Good bucket right there.
Right off the bench.
Brittany Bryson. Bryson's got her name all over the career top 10s at the career record marks. Career points, rebounds, blocks, field goals, and free throws. She's in the top 10 for each and every one of them.
That's something coaches like to see in players. They like to see someone who can, put it down from every view and every position.
That shot was no good, and Amanda McGrogan gets the rebound, brings it down. Mara Polk looking to drive the lane. Does so, kicks it back out. There's
And
another
Tanner.
open three. Tanner goes into the lane. I like that. Takes herself off the line, gets herself an easier basket off the front rim, though. No good. And here comes Molloy. This is Grady, the junior from Amityville. That's a three-pointer. And during the pregame, Gabriella Espuru was drilling those shots, Kate. She was going around the perimeter, knocking them down, and she knocks this one down, and it's now 8-7.
She's pretty tall, too. She had a really good coverage to hit it from the outside, I think.
She's a 6-foot freshman, Kate. Like you said, the size right there to be able to spread the floor. That's big. And it looks like there's going to be a foul right here. This should go on Melody Pritchard, the freshman.
Looks like we got Nina Bartlett coming in.
Here it is.
See who she's coming in for.
Nina Bartlett, she had a fantastic freshman season last year. Was a real energy player off the bench.
And she's coming in for Fernandez.
She's grabbing Ruth. So this is a dynamic lineup right now with both Bryson and Bartlett on the floor. They got a lot of success with this lineup last season. Mara Polk
nice
comes
steal.
away with it. They're going to set their offense up. She gives it over to Brittany Bryson. Down to Bartlett. This is what we're talking about. Bartlett's got the size advantage. Kicks it out. Mara Polk for three. You bet.
And that's a good one.
That's great ball movement there, Kate. Spread the floor out, and Mara Polk drills the three-pointer.
Nice assist with the pass to the corner from Bartlett.
With these two in the game, Nina and Brittany, it just causes mismatches throughout the floor. There's Brittany again with the rebound. Nice job, Brittany Bryson. It's something we should get used to seeing. She is a rebounding animal. Polk to McGrogan. She'll fire up a three. That's no good. Bryson again crashing the boards. Seemed to be tripped up there.
Looks like it's going to be red ball.
It is. It's going out of bounds. It's going to Molloy. And Goldie will go back and set up in the half-court D. This is Grady bringing the ball up, the junior. Tanner Turner-Rush giving her no respect from that three-point line, playing way off. This goes up top to Hernandez. She's looking to drive, pulls up from the elbow, extended and knocks it down. Nice shot there by Michaela Hernandez.
That looks like it just was a bullet shot in.
11-9, your score. This is Tanner Turner-Rush. Bryson trying to get position in the post. She's calling for the ball. Teammates can't seem to find her. There they go to give it down to her. That's good defense, though. Nice hands there by Marthy Gurand, the freshman from Stamford, Connecticut. A lot of freshmen on this Molloy team.
Looks like we got number 2, Margarita, coming back in. And we have, I didn't see who came in for red.
Jubelli stepping in for Goldey Beacom. She's a senior now this year from Cesena, Italy. This is Amanda McGrogan.
Takes the ball up at the top again.
Gives it to Bartlett. Goes off her
foot.
leg, and that's going to be a shot clock violation there, Kate. Got to keep an eye on that clock. And there's a timeout by Coach Burke to talk things over. 11-9, your score here late in the opening quarter. Like we talked about, Kate, 0-2 Goldey Beacom is all time against Molloy, including a 62-50 loss in November of last year around this time, 2016, up in New York. Brittany Bryson had 9 for 13 points in the second half to go with her 9 rebounds. Amanda McGrogan added 7 points and 7 rebounds. So last season, Goldey Beacom on December 19th made its way to the D2 SIDA East Region poll by being ranked tied for 9th. They were one of 3 CACC teams in the poll, joining Caldwell and U of the Sciences. The Lightning this season were picked to close 4th in the CACC South Division. So we're about ready to get underway here after the timeout. This is Catherine Gibson throwing it in to Hernandez. Gives it over. This is Catherine Gibson. Over to Maya Joyner. To Hernandez again. Hernandez. Pull-up jump shot. No good off the front rim.
Oh,
Gets
she
her own rebound
that
now.
one and puts that one back up.
And that's just got to box out there. After the shot goes up, you got to find a body.
Got to follow your shots, and that's how you're going to get these easy layups in the lane.
And we are tied up at 11.
And Tanner pulls up. That one's no good.
Weird ricochet off the backboard, and that's going to allow McGrogan to pick it up and score. That was kind of odd how that came off the rim there, Kate.
It was.
So 13-11. Goldie holding the lead right now. The chance of defense come from the bench. This is Catherine Gibson to Joyner. Joyner over to Hernandez. Michaela Hernandez driving.
And we
She's
got a
going
foul.
to be fouled there by Mara Polk. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Just a little too handsy there, Kate.
Yeah, and girls, you can't put both your hands on someone, otherwise it's considered a foul, even if you're just lightly touching them.
So Goldie will set up, and that's number 10, Alana Speaks, checking in for Goldie, the St. Elizabeth graduate. She was also a member of the soccer team that had such a great fall. There's a block by Jubelli, and they'll look to run.
They're going to do a fast break right here.
McGrogan to
And
Speaks. Back to Jubelli. Swings it over to Tanner Turner-Rush. She's going to get a high pick here from Nina Bartlett.
Have a really spread out offense right now. Let's see what they can do with it.
Pull-up jumper off the back rim, no good. Nina hustling down the lane, gets a rebound, puts it up, no good. Gets a rebound once again, and that ball's blocked. Nice job by Molloy on the defense there. And it was good hustle by Nina Bartlett. There's a travel.
Oh.
So just under 18 seconds here until the end of the first quarter. Goldie holding a 2-point lead. Somebody's got to help Amanda McGrogan here, though.
I think Turner threw her off a little bit coming down the lane.
Oh, without a doubt. She put the leg up there, tried to take the passing lane away, and that's what caused the travel. So here comes Amanda McGrogan, 10 seconds on the clock. She gets a pick from Nina. Drives the lane, kicks it out. Tanner Turner-Rush, open three, off the back rim, no good.
Got
Cold start for Goldey Beacom shooting.
All right.
And that'll do it. The end of the first quarter, it's 13-11. Goldey Beacom on top. We're going to step aside right here. We're going to be right back for the second quarter here on 302 Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Goldey Beacom Lightning basketball here on 302 Sports. We're entering the second quarter of the women's game.
Looks like they have the same players out as they ended the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same lineup for Goldey. Goldey holding a 2-point lead going into the second quarter. And in that first quarter, Kate, it was a little bit of a struggle to shoot. Goldey Beacom only 5 of 17 and 2 of 10 from the three-point line. Just looks like a rusty start here on a Sunday afternoon tip-off.
You know, probably once they hit one or two, hopefully they just continue to keep rolling.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Kate. It's a good point. Sometimes all it takes is just one or two to go in, and that can get you back into a rhythm. So,
all right.
McGrogan over to Turner-Rush. Drives the lane. That's a good take. It looked like there was some contact there, but whistles are silent. Nonetheless, Molloy will bring the ball down. This is Grady. 3-ball from way deep.
And
wow, what a
one.
shot. Catherine Gibson Steph Curry range there,
She looks.
Kate.
She's a sophomore guard. Let's see where she's from. She's from New York, so.
There is a lot of New York flavor for Molloy. That one from Speaks is no good. Ball's
and
loose.
McGrogan picks it
comes
back
up, puts it up and in.
Nice.
Good hustle by Amanda McGrogan.
She seems to be getting a lot in the lane today. Oh, and that one won't be out. Let's see. Number 25, Gibson, the one we were just talking about.
15-14 your score, and they're going to 30-second timeout from Coach Joe Pelicane. You look on this team here from Molloy, a lot of Archbishop Molloy flavor. 3 players from Archbishop Molloy. It's like a high school, almost like a feeder program if you think about it. So you look at a lot of New York players up there, and for Goldey, it's kind of a mix of players. I mean, they're from all the people from overseas, people from up in New Jersey, Virginia, PA.
Got some locals too.
Yeah, and you do have the Wilmington, Delaware player and a freshman, Alana Speaks from St. E's. So they're all over the place here at Goldey Beacom. Anyway, we're back underway. Amanda McGrogan bringing the ball up for the Lightning. She kicks it over to Speaks. Speaks over to Tanner Turner Rush. Brittany's got position. I'm sorry, that's Nina. She gives it to Jubelli, who pulls up. Bank is open,
Nice
Kate.
one.
The bank shot is good for Jubelli. Pushes the lead up to 3. Entering to watch this matchup is the big man Elijah Tillman, former men's player here at Goldey Beacom. And there's an offensive foul. It's an illegal screen right there.
Looks like that was on.
By Maya Joyner. It'll be her first personal.
We got a sub coming in. Let's see who we got. We got Bryson coming in for Margarita.
Yep.
I
So
like that name, Margarita.
yeah, Margarita Jubelli. Yeah. So Brittany Bryson checking into the game. So far early in this one, she's got 2 points and 1 rebound. Here goes Bryson looking to go to work. Uses her body well there. Finishes through the contact for 2. Just like that, she checks in and asserts herself right away. Pushes the Goldey lead up to 5. It's a nice take right there from Brittany Bryson. This is Hernandez. Looking, nice job, Tanner Turner Rush.
Wrong person.
And now they're off to the races. Amanda McGrogan pulls it out, recognizes she doesn't have numbers, gives it to Nina Bartlett. Over to Bryson. Alana Speaks from just inside the 3 line, back rim no good. Turner Rush kicks it back out to McGrogan. They'll reset with a fresh shot clock. High pick coming from Nina Bartlett. Alana Speaks. McGrogan, step back jumper, no good, back rim. Rebound, Tanner Turner Rush, and it'll reset again. Right now, Goldey Beacom hustling out there, Kate, getting these loose balls.
Nice pass.
You're exactly right, and Bryson's going to go to the line shooting too. She used her body there, got position, and like you said, Kate, nice look there from Amanda McGrogan. Sets up Brittany Bryson with 2 free throws. There's a lid on the basket right now for Goldey Beacom. 8 of 24 shooting. Bryson hits the first. Wholesale changes coming in for Molloy. And Mara Polk checks in for Amanda McGrogan for Goldey Beacom. Amanda's going right to the trainer's table.
Hopefully she can put this one in too.
So Bryson's second free throw is good. 21-14 lead for Goldey.
2 more points for her on the board.
Grady bringing the ball up. Working the ball around. Good defense there by Nina Bartlett. Aspuru gives it out to Grady. Grady drives the lane, swatted away by Brittany Bryson. Aspuru down the lane, swatted away by Nina Bartlett. 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get it up quick, and they do. And that's with the shot clock winding down, Marthy Durand puts it in. 21-16. Goldey still on top. That was good defense right there, and it's a shame they had, last second bucket goes in. There's a foul right there. Grady gets a piece of poke. There's a 3rd team foul already in this quarter from Molloy. And Coach Joe Pelicane is pleading his case with the official, and Nothing doing on that one. Brittany Bryson back to Poke. Poke calling for a screen, getting one from Nina. Down to Brittany. One dribble goes off the foot of the defender and back out to Mara Poke. Good ball movement here from Goldey. Alana Speaks from the corner, front rim, no good. Now comes Grady. She gets a high screen, drives the lane, blocked by Tanner Turner Rush.
She's going up from the three, and
Aspuru.
that one's good. That kind of bobbled out of the rim a little bit.
3-point shot right there from Aspuru. That's something that she showed, like we said in warm-up, she can knock it down. That's her second 3-point basket of the game. Give her 6. Here's Speaks. Over to Nina Bartlett. Tanner Turner Rush. There's a lot of cutting, a lot of motion, and that's a questionable pass. Aspuru comes up with the steal. Down the lane she goes, and that ball gets, that was up over the shot clock. That should have been out of bounds. Either way, Molloy keeps it,
on her.
And another 3-point shot goes in. This one, Catherine Gibson, her second 3 of the game. And now Molloy has a 22-21 lead here, Kate. Poke has the ball right now for Goldey. Driving the lane, putting it up, partially blocked by Aspuru. Molloy's going to walk the ball up now, suddenly leading this game 22-21. Grady. Pull-up jumper is good by Marty Durand, and Coach Burke's going to want to talk things over right now. 8-0 run, or I'm sorry, a 10-0 run. It's a 10-0 run right now by the Molloy Lions, and they suddenly lead now 24-21, Kate.
I think that Molloy's been hitting a lot of their shots, and Goldey needs to get that momentum going because, in warm-ups, we're looking out here and we see people hitting from the 3 and hitting from the inside lane, but I just feel like, they need to get the ball rolling and start hitting some shots.
You're right. Molloy's kind of hit a hot streak here. They're now shooting 10 of 21 from the field, 4 of 6 from beyond. That's the difference. Goldey only 8 of 26 shooting, 2 of 12 from the 3-point line. Goldey doubling up Molloy on the shot attempts, but Molloy doubling Goldey up on the makes.
Yeah, and I remember talking about Aspuru. She looks like she's a freshman, and she's been hitting some nice shots, in the past few minutes of this game.
She's got range. There's no doubt about that, Kate. So it'll be interesting. Goldie's got to get the lid off the basket if they want to want to keep this lead or take the lead back, I should say. It's been a rough start. I'd like to see them go to the basket, get themselves to the foul line, much like we said last night for the men's game. So here he comes. Mara Poke out of the timeout will dribble it up. Ruth Fernandez checks back in for Alana Speaks, and Marissa Howard is in as well.
Oh, we got an early on foul call here.
It's an off-ball foul, and it's the 4th team foul against Molloy. If there's anything that they've done wrong in the second quarter, they've been a little too handsy defensively.
Got to stay out of foul trouble right now.
You are right. Tanner Turner Rush throws it in. I believe the next foul will put Goldey in the bonus. Here's Tanner Turner Rush. Dribbling, looking, picks her dribble up. Now gives it to Mara Poke. Over to Ruth Fernandez. Down to Bryson. One dribble. Oh my gosh, the lid. I'm telling you, Kate, I'm convinced now, there's a lid on the basket down there. That one. In and out for Bryson. And the shooting struggles continue for Goldey. This is Grady for Molloy. Driving the lane. Kicking it out to Guran. Her shot is no good. Marissa Howard with the rebound. And here comes Mara Poke. Ruth Fernandez with the ball. Brittany's got position. They feed it into her a little too hard. And that one's stolen away by Catherine Gibson. Gives it over to Grady. It was a little too late on that entry pass. Grady to the lane. Throws it up, no good. Guran with the rebound. Put up, no good. Bryson with the rebound. Rips it through. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to stay here with Molloy.
It's like that ball was just bobbling between them. They couldn't keep their hands on them.
McGrogan checking back in for Goldey Beacom. Throwing it in is Aspuru. This is Gibson with the ball. Back up to Grady. Grady getting the screen right there. Driving the lane, gives
Nice
it off to
little pass.
Durand. Her layup no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up again. And muscles home 2 more points, and Molloy is in charge. The run continues 12-0. The run right now for Molloy, who lead by 5. McGrogan for Howard. That one's knocked away there by Grady.
That was a good look. It just didn't get there in time.
It's just a little late. You're exactly right. McGrogan throwing the ball in, gives it to Brittany Bryson. Over to Howard. Down to Brittany, gets her balance, kicks it out. Maripoke for 3, no good.
Oh, and she rebounds her own ball.
And Hernandez takes it away, and she's driving down the lane. Ball fake, layup, no good. Tanner Turner Rush with the rebound. Nice defense right there by Tanner Turner Rush. Maripoke.
Goldie's got about 3 minutes left here in the second quarter to see what they can pick up.
They got to find a way to make some baskets here. They get it down low to Bryson, kicks it out to Howard. Her shot's no good, and they're going to call an offensive foul, I believe, on Brittany Bryson, or a 3-second violation, one or the other. We got substitutions right here for Goldie. Checking in, number 22, her first appearance, Chiara Jezelbach, the German exchange student, and number 2, Margarita Jubelli. First look at Jezelbach in a Goldie uniform this season here at home. She's a junior. Here's Tanner Turner Rush. Very closely guarding Hernandez, and she's going to get the ticky-tack hand foul. And Jill Latanowicz is going to come in for our first look at her, the sophomore, 5'10" out of Newton North in Massachusetts.
Let's see what these bench players can pick up for us in the game.
And they're going to make her come out of the game. She must not be properly equipped. I think she had like a hair clip in there or something. Not quite sure what's going on with that.
Perhaps they're always catching those things on the court right now.
It's amazing. And they make them take the wristbands off and everything. So here we go. Back to action. This is Michaela Hernandez. Guarded by McGrogan, and there's an offensive foul. And what that is, you can see the defender, Durand was set, Kate. She was set, but when you have pick and roll offenses, it's very dependent on the ball handler. And right there, Hernandez did not brush shoulders with Durand, and that allowed that little bit of contact to be made. And she let Durand, left her out to dry there. Execution. Here's McGrogan. Jezelbach into the lane. Layup's
right.
good.
That's
nice take right there.
Game.
Chiara Jezelbach.
Talking about those off-bench players. Looks like she was able to put something up off the board.
That's something that was so crucial last year for the Lightning. They had really good bench play, and this year, let's see if that can continue. That 3 ball, no good. Rebound to Jubelli. This is McGrogan. Goldie trailing by 3, a minute 40 to play until half. Jubelli over to Tanner Turner Rush. Open look from 3 is way off right now. Goldie, they rely so much on the 3-point shot, and it's just not falling for them tonight. 2 of 14 from deep.
Just got to get your feet set and be confident in your shots, and, eventually one's going to fall.
You are right about that, Kate. I would like to see them go to the basket, maybe get going, get on the foul line. Sometimes that can spark you into rhythm.
That's very true. That is very true.
Here's Grady. Minute and 15 to go until half. Down to 14 on the shot clock. Grady going to try and drive down the lane, and there's a traveling violation there. Grady took too many steps. Good defense there by Goldey Beacom. And now they're going to have to face a little bit of full court pressure from Molloy. Turner Rush has the ball, gives it off to McGrogan. The sophomore will dribble the ball up, set the offense up. Minute to play here until halftime.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
McGrogan to the lane is sent away by Espuru. That length in the middle there for Molloy That's tough to penetrate, but I like McGrogan's aggressiveness there. Get to the basket, try and get either a layup or some foul shots out of it. Spuru tips it away. Nice job by Marguerite to save possession, though. 10 seconds on the shot clock. McGrogan looking for a screen. She's going to get one from Jubelli. Kicks it out. Jesselbach for three. That one's off. Tanner Turner-Rush. 1 second on the shot clock. She doesn't know it. And that's going to be a shot clock violation there.
Always got to be aware of the shot clock, no matter where you are on the court.
You are exactly right, Kate. You got to have awareness of that, without a doubt. That shot didn't hit the rim. It didn't reset. You got to know that. So down to 30 seconds to go until half. Molloy holding a 3-point lead and the ball. This is Grady.
Ten seconds left on the shot clock.
This is a dribble fest right here for Grady. She's going to look at ISO one-on-one. Kicks it out. 3-point shot is good. Michaela Hernandez. That's a backbreaker,
That was a clean shot.
2-1.
Left.
Turner-Rush gets it off, and it's no good. And we're at halftime here. Goldey struggling to shoot in this one, trailing 29-23 at the half. And for Coach Burke, she's definitely has some things to talk about going into the locker room. So we're going to step aside right here. We're going to be right back. Once again, 29-23, your score at the half. You're watching 302 Sports.
Achieve greater. 32 degree options. An employment rate over 90% among graduates. Goldey Beacom College. NCAA Division II athletics. A beautiful 24-acre suburban campus with safe on-campus living. Want another reason to consider Goldey Beacom College? We offer an affordability assurance to every accepted student, making us one of the most affordable private colleges in the region. Goldey Beacom College. Achieve greater.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready? Champion.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at Goldey Beacom with the score of the women's game. Women trailing 29-23 at the half. It's just been a struggle for the women shooting for this one, but we'll see what they do in the second half. As for right now, we're going to some news right here going on in the world of Goldey Beacom. Andrew Shearer is then picked to lead the men's and women's track and field team. He can add this new title to his resume as the current Goldey Beacom College men's and women's cross-country coach. Also will assume the role as the first head coach for a combined men's and women's cross-country and track and field program. Shearer has done a solid job in expanding the cross-country rosters over 2 seasons for both programs, with 11 on the men's ledger and 7 on the women's side. The men's team this fall ended 3rd at the GBC Fall Classic and saw junior Jono Hooper from Brisbane, Australia, record 2 top 10 finishes and 4 top 20 showings. The women also had a strong campaign with a 6th place showing at the GBC Fall Classic. Track and field will make its debut at Goldey Beacom in 2018, bringing the total number of sports at the college to 13. Unlike the 2016 edition of baseball, the sport will be completely new to GBC, as no documented records exist of prior competition. Track and field will be the 6th men's sport for the Lightning, which includes baseball, basketball, cross-country, golf, and soccer. The 7th women's sport joins the list of basketball, cross-country, soccer, softball, tennis, and volleyball. We are delighted to announce the appointment of Andrew Shearer as head coach of our combined men's and women's track and field programs. Goldey Beacom Director of Athletics, Dr. Tom Brennan, said, Andrew has led our current cross-country program and has demonstrated the leadership-type qualities that make for an excellent fit for Goldey Beacom College. Andrew is a strong advocate for the student-athlete concept and fully committed fully committed to the pursuit of both academic excellence, athletic and academic excellence. He recognizes the important role that athletics will provide in supporting both enrollment management and outreach activity at Goldey Beacom. We look forward to seeing great things happen with Andrew at the helm. The addition of track and field to Goldey Beacom's list of NCAA sports is a tremendous boost to both Delaware area and regional student athletes looking to continue competing at the college level. Shearer said, adding women and men's track and field to our cross-country programs will provide that opportunity where almost none has existed in recent years. And to be able to develop these programs from scratch is both unique and exciting to me personally. I'm pleased to be a part of this. Shearer spent 3 seasons as head coach at Middletown High School, leading the team workouts in addition to interaction with both the Delaware State Association and the school's athletic department. He also was an assistant coach at Red Lion Christian Academy from 2010 to 11, leading all working and individual training. Shearer also serves as a coach for the Middletown Athletic Club's Couch to 5K program. He's an advisor for the Healthy Kids Running Series in Middletown and is both secretary and treasurer of the Middletown Athletic Club. He has been Level 1 certified in coaching by the U.S. Track and Field Association since 2013. He has competed in 29 marathons, including 3 Boston marathons. Shearer said since 2000 has served as president of Royal Broadcasting Incorporated, which owns an AM/FM combination station in Virginia, and his outfits provide consulting services, programming, marketing, and staff training. He previously was vice president and general manager of WCOJ Radio in Philadelphia from 1997 through 99. Shearer graduated Lock Haven University in 1985 with a bachelor's in journalism, mass communications. So, welcome on board, Coach Shearer. So, we're now 6 minutes to go here before the second half starts up. Kate, welcome back in. It's a 6-point game for Goldey right now, and you got some halftime stats. What do you got for us?
All right, let's see what we got. So, well, from Molloy, they seem to be having a 33.3% from the three. It seems like that looks really good. Let's talk about player-wise. So it looks like Grenard, which is the one that we were talking about earlier, number 3, who is in the lane a lot. She looked like she got 8 rebounds. Looks like she's leading scorer for rebounds right now. What else we got here? Aspuru, she's also 5 on the board. She's got 5 rebounds. Let's go back down. Let's look at what Goldie's got. So McGrogan looks like she's got 6 points and 6 rebounds. I think rebounds a lot for considering during this game. Rebounds are what's going to get you in there because you put up a shot, you go foul it, and you get a lot of rebounds. It seems like both teams have. It's kind of sparsed out a little bit of everywhere, but it doesn't look like Goldie's hitting a lot of outside threes like they've been hoping to. Hopefully, in the locker room, coach was talking to them about driving more to the lane so that they can get some more foul shots because, in warm-ups it looked like Goldie was hitting a lot of practice free throws and it looked like they were going in, but it just seems like they got to carry that over to the game right now, and I don't think they were doing it that much, but you got a lot of bigs and you got to really put it in the lane, and putting up each ball and talking to each other and making some good passes is what gets you points on the board. And, the off-bench players who came in and, like Gesselback, our exchange student, when she came in, she had energy and she put it up off the board and she made some points. So, it's the most you can do. It's the most I think a coach should be asking because she has a lot of energy while you're putting it up, so.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kate. There seems to be a lid on the basket, so maybe switching sides will help Goldey Beacom. It's been a struggle. Tanner Turner-Rush, who's a knockdown shooter last season, only 1 of 10 shooting in the first half, 1 of 6 from deep. She only has 3 points in this one. She's going to get going in the second half.
Looks like everyone's got some minutes from each side, Molloy and Goldey. Looks like everyone's been off the bench so far, and that's good for teams to intertwine and involve everyone off the bench to get things rolling. So,
like to your point, Molloy 5 of 8 from the 3-point line. Goldey only 2 of 15. Molloy yet to go to the foul line. Goldey's only been there twice, 3 of 4 shooting from the free throw line. So, again, to your point, if they can get to the foul line, they're making their free throws. That can get you in the shooting rhythm. So I look for Goldey Beacom to be more aggressive here in the second half, perhaps maybe even a little ball pressure defensively to try and get them some easy baskets in transition. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, you're right.
In the second half.
Goldey's only trailing by 6 right now, and hopefully coach in the locker room, talked about being more aggressive in the lane, boxing out, and, going for every round, no matter where it is on the court. And I think Molloy's been doing a really good job of that. All their players have been kind of, rebounding the ball and going for fast breaks and working as a team to do that. So hopefully both teams coming out in the second half of this game can keep their energy up.
Without a doubt. And talking about Goldey Beacom's most recent game when they went down to Shepherd, they played it tough on Tuesday. They gave up a deciding run early in the second half in their 79-69 loss in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Senior Brittany Bryson scored 19 points on 8 of 13 shooting to go with 6 rebounds, while sophomore Amanda McGrogan, named this week's CACC Conference Weekly Honor Roll, poured in 16 points, while Tanner Turner-Rush netted 15 on 6 of 11 shooting. This is a team that can score. They will make baskets. It was such a struggle in that first half. 9 of 33 shooting for them, Kate. So that's what it's going to come down to. They got to make baskets if they want to come away with this win, and they're more than capable of doing so. This team didn't win 13 conference games last season for no reason. I mean, they had the ability to do it, and they're going to see here in the second half what can happen. Both teams evened up with the turnovers, 9 apiece. So, I mean, taking care of the basketball hasn't really been that much of a problem. But, you know, for Goldey, we'll see what can happen here. We talked about earlier here, Caitlin, Brittany Bryson all over these career lists. She's over 1,000 points. She's 9th right now in career points, 46 points away from moving into 8th and passing Janae Weldon. She's got 6 tonight, so now she's 40 away. 4th in career rebounds. She's a little bit away from number 3, Tony Jones, but she's got 816. She needs 113 to move into the top 3. 4th in career blocks, 5 away from Chelsea Grover, who's in 3rd. She has now 1 basket away from tying Jacinda Jones for 5th on the all-time career field goals chart. And for free throws, she's right now 9th in career free throws. So she's been doing a lot. She's a strong post player who last season was picked 2nd team All-CACC after being tabbed 3rd team in 2016. She finished last season 17th in the country with 15 double-doubles, 27th with 10.3 rebounds per game, 41st with a 51.4% shooting percentage, and she was 11th in the league, 14.5 a game, 10th in the league, 0.8 blocks per contest. So Brittany Bryson, so someone to keep an eye on here in the second half. She's not starting off the second half, but she'll come off the bench and perhaps provide a spark for the Lightning, who need one right now.
So Bryson's a senior, and I think it's really great that she's come out, started this season, and having top awards. I mean, everything that you just said, she's just topping everything, and she's really close to, hitting some records here. So that's a great way to start, and maybe, if she keeps this going, to end your senior year a really great way.
Without a doubt. So we are about ready to get underway here in the second half, as Molloy will start with possession here in the third quarter. This is Grady dribbling the ball up. Goldey staying in their man-to-man defense. Defense hasn't been the issue for the Lightning.
Ooh.
They've been playing pretty solid D the whole day. There's a drive by Grady, and that one's an easy layup right there, and the lead will expand to 8. Just no help defense right there, Kate. Somebody's got to step in and stop that penetration.
You're right.
McGrogan goes over to Polk. Molloy in a man-to-man. Trying to take away the lane.
A lot of cuts here right now, Pat.
Non-stop movement right now by Goldey on offense, but they've been stuck in the perimeter the whole game. There goes Fernandez. She kicks it to Polk, an open 3.
That one's good.
New side of the court. Maybe there's going to be some new life right here for Goldey Beacom. Polk knocks in her first 3, or her second 3 of the game.
She beat the buzzer on that one, Pat.
As the shot clock was winding down, Goldey cuts the lead down to 5. Maybe new half, new team. That's what we got to hope for right now. Grady. So take, no good. Gets her own rebound though. This is Hernandez. Down to Guerin. That's a mismatch and an easy bucket right there. She kind of got switched up. Tanner Turner-Rush was defending her, and she took advantage of her height over top of Tanner Turner-Rush, the 6'1" freshman. Pours it in to expand the lead to 7. Ruth, that was a good pump fake. She's got to go with that. She got the defender up in the air. She should have drove by her. Here's McGrogan. She's going to get a screen from Marissa Howard. She drives right down the lane, and it doesn't get much easier than that for Amanda McGrogan.
And no Molloy defender was on her, so she just took it straight to the lane.
Give McGrogan now 9 points. Durant, give and go. Goes Spuru, kicks it out to Grady for 3, and that's just good basketball, good ball movement, and an open shot drilled by Molloy. This is McGrogan fighting her way over top those 2 screens. trying to set up the offense. Drives the lane, kicks it to Marissa Howard for 3. And that one's good. Perhaps the Lightning are going to start coming alive here in the second half offensively, but they can't sleep on the defensive side of the ball, and they have to start the half off.
That's going to be a foul on, looks like Howard, number 32 for Goldey.
And one opportunity for Melanie Pritchard, and Goldey's coming alive shooting the basketball. You can't afford to sleep on the defensive side of the basketball, and they have the past couple of possessions.
That's what we were just talking about, well, before halftime ended. That's exactly what we were talking about, getting in there and getting ready to do exactly what you need to do for the second half.
Pritchard knocks in the free throw to make it 39-31. Molloy on top to get it down to Bryson. Kicks it to McGrogan. Back to Poke. Drives the lane. Tanner Turner Rush, an open 3. That one might have been partially blocked. Front rim, no good. And Grady comes away with the steal, and Tanner's going to get the foul.
Got a little headbutting going on there.
Tanner just really struggling right now, shooting the basketball, and you can see the frustration in her body language. She's going to come out right now as Jill Tanowitz will come in. Frustration right there on the face of Tanner Turner Rush. She's just got to shake it off and keep playing. That ball will eventually fall. Here's Garand to Hernandez. Grady, nice dish to Garand, kicks it back out. That's a three-pointer, it's short, and Ruth Hernandez gets the rebound. The Mara Poke to Bryson, and she can't handle that pass, and it's going to be taken away from Molloy, and they're going to slow the ball down. Hernandez gives it to Garand. Spuru down on the block. They go to Pritchard. She drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Spuru. Put back, no good. Good rebound right there by Amanda McGrogan. And she'll bring the ball up. Goldey Beacom trailing by 8. Gives it to Bryson, and it's ripped away by Hernandez. Gives it to Grady. She thinks about the pull up, then thinks secondly of it. Gives it to Hernandez up top. And Molloy will set their offense up. That little jump shot is good right there by Garand. And Goldey is kind of let down here early in the second half defensively. And now they find themselves down by 10 points, Kate. So we're going to step aside right now. And we'll be right back here on 302 Sports.
Achieve greater 32-degree options. An employment rate over 90% among graduates. Goldey Beacom College. NCAA Division II athletics. A beautiful 24-acre suburban campus with safe on-campus living. Want another reason to consider Goldey Beacom College? We offer an affordability assurance to every accepted student, making us one of the most affordable private colleges in the region. Goldey Beacom College. Achieve greater.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Goldey Beacom trailing by 10 right now. The lids come off the basket a little bit here, Kate. They are 3 of 4 shooting here in the second half, but defensively, Molloy has just pushed the limits of Goldey Beacom, and now they find themselves down 10. Molloy 5 of 9 shooting in the second half. Kicks it over. This is Fernandez for 3. That's no good. Molloy gets the rebound. This is Grady bringing it up. Hernandez wide open, does not take the 3. Gives it to Spuru. She drives the lane, goes up with the left hand, and 1. And they're clicking on all cylinders as this Molloy team right now.
She seems to be playing really well this half.
We talked about the youth of this Molloy team. Only one senior on the team, and we haven't seen her yet. That's Tyra Harrison, number 20. Just a really young group that includes 6 freshmen. And there's one of them, Garand with the steal. Gives it up to Grady. She's a junior, so she's a bit of an elder statesman, elder classman here. Hernandez, she's also a junior. Looking for the screen with the 12-point lead, just under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Spuru drives and is going to the
He's
line
gonna go
for
up
2.
again.
Another freshman is Spuru, Gabriella. Goldie's just getting beat right now on the defensive side of the ball with energy right now from Molloy. Coach Burke brings over her 3 leaders on the floor right now to talk things over. Alana Speaks making her first appearance of the second half. She's grabbing Ruth Fernandez. So Spuru made her first. As the crowd goes silent for her second one is up and good.
You know, making these foul shots are what's going to keep them in the lead. So, and that's exactly what she's doing right now.
McGrogan brings the ball up. A little bit of a matchup zone. This is a 3-2 defense from Molloy. A little zone look. This is McGrogan down to Speaks. That ball's tipped out of bounds by Garand. Tanner Turner Rush will re-enter. Just grabbing Nina Bartley, so they're going to go with a small group here. Brittany Bryson, the only true post player in the game for Goldey. They go right to Brittany. She goes up strong. There's contact, and the whistles are silent. Stolen away by Tanner Turner Rush. Bryson gets it again. Goes up, and she'll go to the line now. Missing the layup, however. 2 shots coming for Brittany Bryson. You gotta like seeing that aggressiveness there by Brittany there, Kate. Go to the basket, strong, get yourself some foul shots. First one, no good.
Let's see what she can do with the second one, Pat.
Second one from Bryson's good. 1 of 2 from the line for Brittany Bryson. It's a 13-point lead right now from Molloy.
Clean shot from her.
Here's Molloy handling the ball. This is Hernandez. Gives it to, that's Hernandez for 3. Front rim no good. Speaks with the rebound. She gives it to Amanda McGrogan, and Amanda will bring it up. To Alana. Speaks with the ball. Back to McGrogan. She was open on the cut. This is a 3-2 zone right now for Molloy. Somebody's got to get into the middle of the floor, Kate. That's the opening.
Oh, tried to put it off the leg. Didn't work.
A turnover there. Grady gives it off. Pritchard with the layup. No good. Rebound, Brittany Bryson. Oh, man. This is just very sloppy play right now from the Lightning. However, they save possession and live to fight another possession here.
Passes to the corner.
This is Speaks driving the lane. There you go. Go to the basket.
Nice
job
shot
by the freshman, Alana Speaks.
Just turn to the side a little bit. That was a tough shot.
This is Pritchard. Drives the lane. Goes up. No good. Rebound to Bryson. Here comes Amanda McGrogan peeking up court. Nothing doing. Molloy going to settle back into that zone. They get in there. It is right to the middle to Brittany, right down the lane. It's that easy, Kate. I try to tell you, get it right into the middle, and you're going to find yourself getting success. Bryson puts the layup up and in, cuts the lead down to 9. And Coach Pelican wants to talk it over with his team, calls a 30-second timeout. So you see there, Goldey making the adjustment to the zone. They were playing a perimeter game against that man-to-man. Molloy switches to the zone, and now you start to see him being aggressive, going to the basket. Maybe that was a good thing for Goldey, that Molloy made that switch on defense, Kate.
I think you're right. I think it really gives them, something else to work with, and it's kind of offset, but it's something else to work with, and if it works for them and it seems to be in system, then I think they should continue to keep going like that.
So after the quick timeout, we're back. Gives it into Hernandez. She's going to bring the ball up. Mara Polk defending her. Goldie still in their man-to-man defense. As Spuru with the ball up top. Goes to Hernandez. That's really good offense right there from Molloy. That three-pointer no good from Gibson. Ball goes out of bounds and will belong to Goldey Beacom. So the Lightning have a chance here late in the third quarter to make a little bit of a run here, Kate. Try and get themselves back into this ball game.
Looks like Goldie's got some height out on the court right now.
Here's Poke. They switch back to man-to-man. Molloy switching back to the man-to-man defense. I don't know why they went the zone to begin with. So here's Alana Speaks. Gives it to Mara Poke. Poke to Latanowicz. They're going to get her for 3 seconds in the lane right there, I believe, on Goldey Beacom. So just like that, it goes the other way.
Gotta watch out for those 3-second calls. No one likes those.
That's true. So here comes Michaela Hernandez bringing the ball up for Molloy. She looks like she's palming the ball there, but whistles are silent on that. Aspuru driving the lane. That's a good take, no good. And that
nice
height,
putback. That
the
was a
height
nice
right there
putback.
by Maya Joyner, just too much right there for Goldey Beacom. The 6'2" junior puts it, or sophomore puts it back up and in, expands the lead to 11. Here's Mara Poke. Down to Jill Latanowicz. Back up to Alana Speaks to Jubelli. She's going to fire up a 3-ball, and that's no good.
And we got a foul.
I believe Speaks got fouled there on the box out. That's from hustle and crashing the boards. That's what you need to see more of from Goldie here.
Got to draw the foul, and it'll benefit you. And now they got the ball back, and let's see what they can do with it.
Ruth Fernandez checking back in for the Lightning, number 21. There you go to Tanner Turner Rush. She is wide open. Good pump fake, driving the lane, pull up off the glass, no good. The struggles continue for number 3 in white. Here comes Molloy. This is Hernandez. She pulls it back out. That is awfully close to a carry here, Kate. Every time she dribbles the basketball, it looks like one. Here's the Spuru. Gives it to Joyner, over to Hernandez. Back down to Joyner. This is a mismatch. And there's a travel. I think that deflection there by Alana Speaks forced Joyner to travel that. Yeah, threw her off, exactly. Here comes Poke. Dribbling the ball up to Latanowicz. Jill goes over to Ruth Fernandez. Mara in the corner. Drives, looking, finds Alana Speaks. Back to Mara Poke. 15 on the shot clock. No particular hurry right here. If you're Goldey Beacom, Tanner Turner Rush open for 3. Front rim, no good. Alana Speaks with the hustle play. Saves it. The ball's still in, and Joyner comes away with it. And I think what you'll see here is Molloy hold for 1. Shot clock unplugged, 15 to play here in the third quarter. Michaela Hernandez has the ball. Molloy's going to get their set.
About 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
5. Wide open 3, in and out. And Goldie will survive that right there. That was a good look for Catherine Gibson that falls out, in and out. So Goldie, a little bit better shooting there in the third quarter, but Molloy just put it on them here. A lot of offensive pressure coming from the Lions, and they lead by 11 heading into the fourth quarter. We're going to step aside for a commercial break, and we'll be right back here on 302 Sports. Gentlemen, you're watching Goldey Beacom Lightning basketball here on 302 Sports. 47-36. Goldey trailing entering the fourth quarter here to this young Molloy team from New York. And there's a steal right there by Joyner. The struggles continue right now offensively for Goldey Beacom. They're just in a rut on that side of the floor. Hernandez gives it over to Espuru. Back to Hernandez. Gibson with the ball. Espuru, 10 seconds on the shot clock right here. Goldey locking in right here defensively. Kate. That one up by Hernandez. Hernandez is no good, but
they get the ball back.
Offensive rebound.
Right as the shot clock wound down, she picked it up.
Here's a Espuru over on the corner. This is a new player in the game, Abigail Duvivier. Stolen, Brittany Bryson with a nice defensive play. Now this is where Goldey has struggled offensively. Can they get something going? Alana Speaks open for three, back rim, no good, and it goes over the rim and out of bounds. I'm not a big fan of transition threes. I know that's what Goldey Beacom likes to do, but I'd like to see Alana drive the lane there and the freshman go to the basket strong and get a nice layup or 2 foul shots.
You're right, yeah. Slow it down a little bit and see what you can work with.
4 of 21 from the three-point line today for Goldey Beacom. Here's Michaela Hernandez bringing the ball up for Molloy. Shooting, that little contact there. Ball's blocked by Brittany Bryson. The ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Goldey Beacom.
Goldie's really got to start hustling here if they, want to make something out of this.
So here's Mara Polk to Jill Latanowicz. Bryson flashing across the lane. Polk will try a 3-ball, and it'll go in for Mara Polk. One thing she's been able to do in this game is knock down the 3-point shot. She is now 3 of 5 from deep. She's pretty much been the only one who's been consistent out there.
What's that, 5 3-points for the whole game?
As a team, they're now 5 of 22. Mara Polk has 3 of them. She's now defending the ball. Here's Duvivier. That ball stolen away. Nice defense right there by Polk, knocking it away. Latanowicz came away with the steal. Here's Polk to Latanowicz. One more over to Speaks. She'll fire up a 3. And that one will drop.
That one was good.
And just like that, Goldey only trails by 5.
I told you, only 1 or 2, and look what's happening out there.
Now you see the zone full court pressure, and that's going to cause Molloy, Joe Pelicane, to take a timeout. There it is, Kate. Maybe they've finally woken up. A little bit of excitement going through the rim within the gym with 2 3-point shots going down, Kate.
Speaks being only a freshman, and it looked like she had, a few attempts from the outside, line, and she couldn't make them. But, when she finally started hitting it, it brought the team a lot of energy.
That's her first 3-point shot to fall. She's now 1 of 4. She's got 5 points in the game. And for Goldey there, you saw them get into some zone full court, 3-quarter court pressure right there, a 1-2-2. That's something, trying to get themselves easy baskets. It's the 4th quarter, so they got to try and cause some kind of reaction from Molloy. Let's see if they stay in it out of the timeout. I don't think they will. I think they'll switch it up, because usually when you take a timeout there, Kate, as a coach, you're setting up for that pressure. So Goldey has to know that as a coach, all right, well, they just set up for that defense. Let's just switch it up so we don't get beat for it.
Looks like Goldey is running a 1-3-1 right now.
I believe that's man-to-man, Kate, but they're playing it like a zone because everybody's kind of packed in. Latanowicz on the ball. This is Speaks covering Hernandez. Bryson. That's a travel. Nice job by the Goldey defense, and perhaps you start to see the swing starting to happen here, Kate.
They started to switch off man, and, Tanner came in, and she stepped up. So
here's Mara Polk bringing the ball up. Gives it to Tanner Turner-Rush. She has struggled tonight. Gives it down to Brittany Bryson. 1 dribble, pull up, and she's going to the line for 2. Nice aggressive take by Brittany Bryson, and a nice entry pass from Tanner Turner-Rush. Just like that, Goldey Beacom has a chance to cut this to a 1-possession game. After trailing by 14 earlier in the half. That first one's no good for Bryson. She's now 3 of 5 from the line after that miss.
Hopefully she can make this next point so we can start chipping off some points.
Second one. Bryson
that
rolls
one's
in.
good.
Shooter's touch right there. 47-43 now to score. And here comes
And they
that
are
full court
pressing.
pressure from Goldey Beacom. A lot of talking. Tanner's going to get
on the floor.
Tanner's going to get called right there. She left her feet. It's something you never really want to do as a defender, but that's okay. The aggression's right there. It's starting to get, you know, a little intensity turn up right here. Tanner's going to step aside after picking up her fourth personal.
Trying to make Molloy sweat a little bit, you know, get under their skin.
I love it. I love it, Kate. Here comes the pressure. And it's a young Molloy team. They get it to Grady. She's going to end up breaking this pressure by herself, and Goldey will settle back into the man-to-man. Here's Grady. That's going to be a travel. So perhaps getting a little too revved up, Molloy, because of this pressure, and it's causing them to now 2 traveling violations in the last 3 possessions. Now Molloy will give some pressure. Latanowicz to throw it in for Goldey.
Let's see how Goldey reacts now.
6:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter. McGrogan handles the ball for the Lightning. Drives into the middle, kicks it out, poke for 3, no good. Brittany Bryson with the rebound. Gives it to Jill Latanowicz. And there's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, an illegal screen right there by Mara Polk. She did kind of throw the old hip check there, Kate. That's what they call that one. Here comes the pressure from the Lightning. Espuru to throw it in for Molloy. Gets it over to Gibson. This is Hernandez. Grady. Smart decision right there by the Molloy point guard, and they're going to pull it out. Hernandez will reset.
You know, I like how they're slowing it down in here.
Grady will take a 3. That's no good. Ball still in bounds. Let's see who that was last touched by. It should be Goldie Ball, and it will be. I was going to say that one is definitely last touched by Catherine Gibson. And Goldie will take over. Down 4, 6:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. A little bit of a spark has been provided by the Goldie offense. Latanowicz goes to Bryson. Bryson driving the lane, going up strong for 2. Nice take by Brittany Bryson. Give her
Goldie
10.
trailing by only 2 now.
Give her 10 points, actually 12 points now, the only Goldie player in double figures. 3 ball from Gibson, in and out, no good. Rebound to Jill Latanowicz. Bryson also 3 rebounds away from a double-double. Keep an eye on that one, Kate. Here's Latanowicz. Over to Brittany. Bryson driving the lane, and she will be fouled right there. That's going to go on Durand. The body contact. Bryson coming alive here in this fourth quarter, Kate. Starting to assert herself in this game.
Something you need to do. I think that's good.
Here's McGrogan to throw it in. Gives it to Brittany Bryson. It's deflected and stolen away by Grady. Not a great pass right there. Grady's layup, no good. Ball's loose. Alana Speaks picks it up, and she's going to get fouled. Nice hustle going on by the ladies in white. Coach Bellicane letting the officials have it on that fast break layup. He felt that Grady was fouled. Whistles were silent. And Goldie has the ball now. Down 2, only down 2, Kate. 5 minutes to go in this one. Goldie could steal this right now. They could steal this game away from Molloy. Here's Brittany Bryson. Gives it to Amanda McGrogan. She'll reset the offense as we tick under 5 minutes to play in this one. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Mara Polk. Down to Brittany Bryson. Good strong move, and that ball is going to be knocked away by the Molloy defender.
That was
Last
a
touch
tough
by
call,
Brittany.
Pat. Tough call.
Right in. This is Grady. Polk defending. Grady with the pull-up jumper from the foul line. No good. Jill gets the ball taken away from her. Brittany with a nice block. It'll stay here, though. Nice job, Brittany Bryson. The energy has picked up from her here in this fourth quarter. 4.5 to play.
You're right, and it's benefiting Goldey.
And they'll play on from that whistle. This is a Spuru from 3, and down
I'll tell
it
you,
goes.
She's doing really well this half and the first half.
Spuru now has 13 in this game. She's been perfect from the three-point line. Here's McGrogan. Alana Speaks. That's way off.
We're going to have a...
We're going to see. There should be a foul on Grady. She had Amanda McGrogan's pants. Like she had a grip of her shorts there. That's a good call by the official. Good spot. And possession will stay here with Goldey Beacom trailing by 5. Those are those little things that you do as a basketball player because you don't think the official's watching. And it's a good little trick, but
can't always get away with those.
You can't always get away with it, exactly. They give it to Brittany Bryson. She's got the ball up top. Goes over to Jill. Here's Latanowicz driving the lane. The ball gets to Bryson, back out to Jill. She'll pull up from just inside the 3 line. That one's no good.
Oh,
Alana Speaks with the hustle. But that one's going to go out of bounds off of her.
You know, she got in there. It was looking good, but it wasn't in her favor this time.
Here comes the pressure from Goldey. Maripoke urging her teammates, let's go. Keep the energy up. They get it to Hernandez. She's in that corner, gets to the middle of the floor, goes over to Gibson and back out. 3.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. We got ourselves a ball game now. Molloy up by 5. Grady drives. It's going to be a blocking foul on Maripoke. Nina Bartlett and Amanda McGrogan at the scores table ready to check in. Here they come.
Let's see what they can do for us in the last
They're going to grab
3 minutes, 30 seconds of the game.
They're going to grab Brittany Bryson and Alana Speaks. Ruth Fernandez is also going to come into the game. She's going to grab Maripoke. There's the timeout right there by Coach Joe Pelicane of Molloy. Definitely the energy has come alive here for Goldey Beacom here in this fourth quarter, Kate.
They've been a lot more aggressive this half, and, you know, it's helping them. And, look, they're only down by 5 now. And I think we have ourselves a ball game last, few minutes of the fourth quarter. And if they start hitting more shots and picking it up, then, we could have a tie game right here.
The defense has really kind of sparked this run here that they've been on this past 3 minutes or so. It all starts on that side of the floor. Not to mention they've had a couple three-point shots fall, 4 of 10 here in the second half from the three-point line. It's been a struggle for them in the game, 6 of 25.
I think key points for both teams are, getting rebounds, playing and working well on defense, and of course, as always, my personal favorite is, making foul shots, because that's what's going to chip points off for you guys, and that making foul shots are basically 3 points.
No, you are exactly right about that. And in order to make foul shots, you got to get yourself to the line, and Goldey's done a better job of that here in the second half. They've already matched their first half total with free throw attempts. They're 5 of 8 for the game. Down the stretch here, you got to stay aggressive, going to the rim, especially when the three-point shots aren't falling the way that they normally do.
Because, when they find themselves in that position, they're going to start, drawing fouls. And that's how you get yourself on the line.
Goldey has 14 fouls, so Molloy should be shooting from here on out. And Molloy does have 1 foul to give here in the... Actually, Molloy's got 14 fouls, it looks like. Trying to figure that out right now on the scoreboard. The officials are over at the scores table as the place goes dead silent. Trying to figure out what's going on out here. What's going on out here? Well, while we have a stoppage in play, don't forget to join us on Wednesday nights on 302 Sports to watch 302 Sports Weekly on YouTube. They will be recapping high school sports throughout the state of Delaware, doing, of course, the Goldey Beacom coverage. We'll be, updating you guys on how they've been doing. We also do an update with the University of Delaware, among other schools, and other athletes that
used to play in the state of Delaware but are now playing at the collegiate or professional level. So tune in Wednesday nights at 7 from the Hooters in Newark, 302 Sports Weekly, as the official brings both coaches over to discuss what is going on down at the scores table. And maybe that's just whoever, maybe it's just that position. You were there last night. Sometimes that book can be tough to do, right, Kate?
Yeah, you're right. And sometimes, considering the person who's down there, it doesn't look like they have someone from the Molloy side out there. So it looks like it's just one person working with it.
Goes with the home book, always does. Here goes Grady with the ball. 5-point lead for Molloy. The Goldey bench chanting defense. Ruth with the battle roar. Grady unfazed,
And
pump
she puts
fake, and
that
puts it
one
in.
up.
52-45, 3 minutes to go in this one. McGrogan handling the ball.
Hopefully we'll hear a lot of talking from the court right now.
Goes to Ruth Fernandez. Over to Tanner Turner Rush. McGrogan, don't force it. Don't force it, Amanda. It was a good idea because Nina had position, but that's a tough angle to get that pass in. Brittany Bryson checking back in as we're under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. McGrogan throwing it in. Gets it to Ruth Fernandez. Amanda. He's got Bryson coming across. Gives it to her in the post. The crafty lefty. Step back jumper. No good. The clock was winding down, so he had to get that shot up. 2.5 to play here. And right now, Molloy's in no particular hurry, holding a 7-point lead in this one. Kate, Goldie's defense is going to have to come out right now to need stops.
They need to start putting some pressure on them.
They had 10 seconds on the shot clock. Grady did this a little bit in the first half as well. She dribbles it all the way down, then tries to make something happen, and she's going to get fouled and go to the foul line right there. They're going to get body contact on Ruth Fernandez. And Grady's going to go to the line. First one by Grady, no good, rims in and out. Kate, you talked about free throws being important.
Yep.
If you're Goldie, you gotta like seeing that though. Molloy, that is their 6th free throw of the game, all in the second half. That one falls in and out. They're 3 of 6 as a team.
That Goldie liked that one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Amanda McGrogan bringing the ball up. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. The Lightning trailing by 7. Amanda McGrogan driving. There's a foul right there on Espuru. I believe that's going to be the
She's going to go to the line.
15th foul on Molloy. So McGrogan will go to the line for 2.
All right, let's see what she can bring to the line for Goldie right now, Pat.
These are huge, Kate. You talked about it earlier. And the clock stopped. Ooh, first
that
one
one's
no good. But with the clock stopped, you want to make a comeback, this is how you do it. No time coming off the clock and your ability to get points. You got to knock them down now.
Deep breath and just shoot.
Here's McGrogan. Second one. It's good.
Second one's good.
52-46 to score. 1:54. A little bit of pressure coming from Goldey Beacom. Grady in the middle of the floor. Kicks it ahead.
They're going to slow it up.
Gibson. Oh, no doubt. This is smart basketball. 1:40 to go. Wind that play clock down as much as you can. You're up 6. Goldie's got to keep the pressure going. You just got to get the stop here. You know what Grady's going to do. 10 seconds on the clock. Kicks it to Espuru, over to Gibson, wide open for 3. That's no good. But no box out, and Gibson gets the offensive rebound. Now they got a foul, and they're going to send Grady to the line. You got to box out, Kate.
You're right, Pat. Yeah, you're right. And you can't have a player shooting from the outside right now, especially since you're trailing, and have them get their own rebound.
Exactly. Grady to the line. First one no good, so you might have found the victim for the rest of the game going to the line. She's 0 for her last 3. And now she's 0 for 4, so And Tanner
And we got
Turner
a
Rush
foul.
with. They're gonna call Tanner on a foul here. They called her on the rebound. She must have had a hold of her or something. Spuru's going to the line. That's 5 on Tanner Turner Rush, and she's going to be gone for the remainder of the game with the foul out. That's a tough one. Ruth Fernandez will come in for her.
And I think that was a tough call by the refs. They really ought to be looking for that one.
Yeah, it's a tough call there.
Considering,
it's a play where Spuru went up in the air, and Tanner was just trying to box her out, but they do like to call that. Spuru first one's good. She is money from the line. Now 3 of 3 from the line. She's 3 of 3 from beyond the arc as well. Second one's
she
good.
makes the second one.
Now an 8-point game, only a minute 18 to go here for Goldey. It's looking bleak for the Lightning. McGrogan with the ball. Doesn't really use that screen well from Bryson. Drives the lane and finishes with some contact. Nice job by Amanda McGrogan. 6-point game. And
she
there's
put
a
that
carry.
one on the hit.
Yep. So life right now for the Lightning. A minute to go. It's a 2-possession game. They get it into Bryson. Oh, she had Amanda. Wasn't looking for it. Bryson to the lane. They're going to say it was on the floor. The basket does not count, but Brittany will go to the line for 2. Chance to cut the lead to 4. Coach Burke imploring her team to come over to her on the sideline. Use this as a timeout, these free throws, especially when they're 2 shots. First one good from Brittany.
Good. That's something they need right now.
Brittany 5 of 7 from the line. She's got 13 points, 7 rebounds. Give her
The
14.
second one's good.
4-point game. Here comes the pressure from Goldey Beacom. I believe you'll see them foul after this ball gets across half court. Maybe not. 15 on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. Poke, a little phantom pressure on Grady. 8 on the clock. Grady's got to do something. Nice pass. Blocked by Brittany, and they're going to call a foul. Brittany Bryson picks up the foul on that one. Look clean from up here, but we're a little bit away. And it's going to send Guran to the line. Bryson, only her second personal.
See if number 33 on the line right now can, add to Molloy.
First one, no good. Molloy has struggled from the free throw line. Now 5 of 11 as a team.
I think after this point, Goldey needs to really bring it to the basket and, draw some fouls.
Without a doubt, Kate. Only 28 seconds to go in this game. The second one, no good. They need to rebound, and they don't get it. Jump ball, and we'll see where possession's at. It's not marked on the scoreboard. It's going to stay here. It's going to stay here with Molloy. Goldey needs a steal. That was a crucial rebound to not get. They go over to Hernandez. She's going to pull that. She's going to go to the free throw line. Fouled by Ruth Fernandez. Fernandez fouls Hernandez. Gotta love that, Kate. Need some more misses here. 5 of 12 as a team is Molloy, and there's another miss. 5 of 13. This young team has struggled from the free throw line. They're giving Goldey a shot, but you got to get this rebound, Kate. You got to get this rebound.
And they need to push it up the court. See,
there
right there.
And Bryson calls timeout quickly.
I think that was a good call by Bryson.
23 and a half to go, and it's a 4-point game right now. Goldey still has life here, Kate. What do you think you're going to see from him right here?
Hopefully they push the ball up the court and they slow it down a little bit, because most likely Molloy's going to put some pressure on them for full court, but
don't panic is what you're saying.
Yeah, Goldey needs to keep up with, the momentum, and I think Goldie's going to try to either drive to the basket and draw a foul, or they're going to try to pop it from the three. And if they do end up making that outside shot here, they got to make sure they make it, because it's going to be crucial.
You're right.
To putting some points on the board right now.
And one thing to keep an eye on is their best shooter for the most part. Tanner Turner-Rush has fouled out of the game. Now, she struggled tonight, only 1 of 13 shooting today. So that's one less shooter on the floor. Perhaps they go to Brittany Bryson. I think you're going to see Amanda McGrogan push the ball here.
I think they'll either pass it to Bryson in the lane, or doesn't look like Polk's in right now. But
she's throwing the ball in.
She's throwing the ball in right now, yeah. They might pass it back to her, and maybe she can, hit something from the three-point line.
The great thing in college and professional sports, you call a timeout, you can advance the ball to the front court so you don't have to worry about throwing it in. That one is deflected out of bounds by Garan. It'll stay here out of bounds below the basket for Goldey. 22.8 to go, trailing by 4. Poke gives it into Bryson. Brittany drives. She is fouled and will go to the line for 2. Only 2 seconds come off the clock there, Kate. This is what Goldey Beacom wants. The clock is stopped, and they get a chance to get more points here.
And, Coach is bringing the players to the side, to discuss, to tell them to slow the ball down, looks like.
And for Garand, she has just fouled out of this game, so that's one more post player Molloy won't have down the stretch. This Joyner will come in.
Switch in height with bigger height.
And Garand was a pretty good low post scorer for them.
All right, let's see what Bryson can do right here.
This is Brittany needs these free throws. She's been pretty good tonight. 6 of 8 from the line today. 7 of 9.
That one's good.
Goldey making it interesting here down the stretch.
Hopefully she can make the second shot, and they can get a steal and put it back up.
Second one from Brittany.
No
good off the front of the rim, and Joyner gets the rebound. They're going to have to foul here, and McGrogan takes one. They're going to send Catherine Gibson to the line, the 5'4" sophomore. It's been well talked about here, Kate. Molloy 5 of 14 as a team from the free throw line. They have struggled, to say the least. Speaks set to check in for Goldey Beacom. First one. It's good. That's a big foul shot right there. Pushes it to a 2-possession game.
Looks like she's checking in for McGrogan.
Yeah, Amanda looks like her knee is bothering her right now.
We need some big rebounds right here, Pat.
Gibson, the second one, is good. She's not the one to foul, obviously. 56-51, Goldey down by 5. 17 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Need a quick basket right here, Kate, and then you need to foul someone immediately.
And hopefully they can either make that outside shot or, draw the foul and then, put pressure on the ball and hopefully rattle, Molloy up a little bit.
One person you don't foul, obviously, is Catherine Gibson. She looked money on those 2 free throws right there.
She looked confident in her shots. She put it up and she didn't seem to sweat it.
56-51, Molloy on top in this one. Goldey needs a quick basket. Coach Burke trying to get her team to push back in this one. Goldey trailed by as much as 14 here in the second half. Now trailing by 5. Much better shooting half for the Goldey Beacom Lightning in this one. 9 of 19 here in the second half. And Molloy kind of fell back down to earth, 9 of 27 from the field, 2 of 9 from the three-point line, and 7 of 16 from the foul line. So that's what's allowed Goldey. If you take away that poor shooting first half, Goldey's probably on top in this one. Trying to claw their way back, still have a chance. Down 5 with 17 seconds to go.
All right, Goldey.
Fernandez to throw it in, gets it to Bryson. Back to Ruth. Ruth drives the lane, pull-up jumper from baseline, no good. Rebound to Hernandez, they get it to Gibson, and she's going back to the line after sinking 2 free throws. That one is a good look for Ruth there, just didn't fall. but otherwise it was a good-looking shot and a nice play out of the timeout.
Gibson looks like she's ready to make these 2 shots. Let's see if she can make a repeat.
First one from Gibson is good. She doesn't even hit rim, Kate. She's money right now from the line.
All in the elbow.
Second one is good. 58-51. Goldey looks like they're going to drop their home opener right here to Molloy. A really tough first half for them, and that was the difference in this one. Ball stolen away by Grady, and the clock is going to tick away. Your final here, Molloy going to get away with a victory, 58-51. And for Goldey Beacom, Kate, it all came down to a really poor shooting first half.
Yeah, you're right, and they really needed to push it out, and I don't think they brought that to the table during the second half. They obviously improved from the first to the second half, but they really need to pick up the energy and start, putting some points on the board. And like I said before, making your foul shots, being a good defensive player, and bringing energy and talking to your teammates. That's what's going to get you through any ball game.
Right, you are. So, looking at the final stats, 2 Goldey players get into double figures. Brittany Bryson, 15 points and 8 rebounds to go along with 3 blocks. She's going to have to be the player of the game in this one. And then Amanda McGrogan, 12 points, 9 rebounds. She nearly approached a double-double as well. Mara Polk added 9 points to go along with 2 steals in this one. Tanner Turner-Rush really struggled in this opener, the home opener today. 1 of 13 shooting, only had 3 points and 4 rebounds, ended up fouling out. We will see her bounce back, that is without a doubt. And then Alana Speaks in her first collegiate basketball game, the freshman out of St. Elizabeth, dabbed in 5 points to go along with 3 rebounds in her short run. As for Molloy, they were led by Gabriella Espuru, 15 points and 9 rebounds for the post player. And that's pretty much going to be a wrap here, Kate.
Yep.
Anything from you?
Well, it looks like they have, 3 away games. Their next home games, it looks like it's going to be on the 30th against Bowie State.
That's it. That's the next time you'll see us here for Goldey Beacom women's basketball, Thursday, November 30th, 6 o'clock start right here on 302 Sports. So, Kate, not a bad job for your first time on the mic here.
Thanks, Pat.
All right, so that's going to be it for Kate Ferry. Nick Hall on the camera. Nick Halliday just being the foreman today, running around, making sure everything is going to plan. I've been Pat Garianis. You've been watching 302 Sports presentation of Goldey Beacom basketball. We'll see you next time right here on 302 Sports.
You're singing the anthem next time, right, Pat?
No, I'm not. Have a good one, guys.